Why should the international community and the Palestinians trust that this is going to lead to a better deal for them? The same Palestinians who have been denied nationhood, denied statehood, denied the opportunity to forge their own history for a century now. What changes?
Well, I'm sure you visited Israel and spoke to Israelis. I don't know of any Israeli, not even one out of the 9 million Israelis, that does not believe that the best historic compromise we should do with the Palestinians. But unfortunately, they are not coming to the table. Unfortunately, since April 2014, they stopped the negotiation. They are not willing to renew it. So we can't wait forever. This is why the Prime Minister Netanyahu developed a new doctrine, Netanyahu's doctrine, not to wait and wait and wait for the Palestinians to come to the negotiation room, but to approach other Arab leaders and start to build our relationship with them. And maybe this will convince the Palestinians that it's time for them to do whatever Jordan and Egypt, now the UAE, are willing to do, to see Israelis not as enemies, but as friends, as assets to their well-being, technology, security. And we are very hopeful that maybe Palestinian leaders will now join forces with other Arab leaders and come back, negotiate with us, reach a just agreement, an all-inclusive agreement. And we believe that it's essential for us because we are living with the Palestinians. They are not going to disappear. We are not going to disappear. We have to find a way to get a historic compromise with the Palestinians.
They've called this a betrayal, though. Clearly, the international community very concerned about what happens next, particularly as we come into this election year in the United States. Trump's peace plan on tenterhooks with Joe Biden now leading in the polls. What do you think that means for the prospects of a two-state solution in the future, something that the international community and a lot of Arabs would like to see in the future?
Well, we had the support of all the American administrations for decades because the alliance is not between a party like my party, Likud, and another party in the United States. This is between the people. This is all about common values between the American people and the Israeli people. So whatever happens in the United States doesn't have to affect the need to reach peace agreement with the Palestinians too. You mentioned that they see this agreement as a betrayal. This is frustrating. This is sad. They should be happy that the Arab world comes to its senses and understands that only by peaceful meaning, by cooperation, you will ensure the well-being of the people of this region.
In terms of the economic integration between Israel and the UAE, what will be the priority from Israel's point of view?
Well, as you know, the Emirates and Israel are likely the same innovative countries. We have achieved amazing achievement through the last decade, not to mention our leading role in what is being perceived as the startup nation. And so are the Emirates people. They're very innovative. They are very progressed in many ways. Now it is time for us to find the common denominator in so many fields, in agriculture, in medicine, in trade, in energy. There are so many places where both of us can mutually benefit each other. And it really begins now. 2 days ago, there was an agreement that was signed by Israeli and Emirate company about research vis-a-vis the COVID-19. You know, sky is the limit in this sense.